Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Waging Loop. Again, another day of overtime, so we weren't able to have a normal day for streaming. So we're gonna try and get an hour or two now. We left off. Let's see, should be this one, which gave us a choice, but we only had one selectable. Yeah, so we still need that mysterious number 20. There's been a lot of choices that need that. We need that elusive 20 to get a lot of things unlocked. So, uh, what's the way to look at keys we had? Keys. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many keys are there? 20. Ooh. We need the last key? Damn. Hey, Dan. Interesting. Well, we have no choice but to keep time passing. So basically, at this point, we have to hope that we get lucky and whoever the spider is just happens to protect whoever the werewolves choose. The aged meat just sounds weird to me. Sounds weird. So how you doing today, though, Dan?
アステカじゃ生贄にするものを1年かけて艦隊したそうだわ。
Ugh. Well, I had to work today, so eh. Man, I got told I can't park in my favorite parking spot now. Because of stupid people. Blah. That's a whole different case. How you doing? How? But, yeah, I guess otherwise, like, it was a slow day, nothing very eventful, no drama or anything, so I guess it could have only been worse.
Hontou助かるわ。こんな時に一人で洗い物をしてたら気が狂ってしまうかも。
Oh boy, does she know it?
まあこんな時ですからね。
Maybe you can blame her a little.
明日も皿洗いができるように生き延びないとですね。やだな。気にしないでくださいよ。
もし私が狼様にやられたら食。
いやいや、それは厳しいですって。まだ香織さんにいていただかないと。すみません。変なこと言ってしまって。
I think it'll be unlikely that we'll get lucky and they'll hit the spider target. It's probably unlikely. It's possible, but it's probably unlikely. Someone is likely probably going to die.
いいのよ。現実から目を背け続けていないで覚悟を決めないといけない頃合いでしょ。きっと誰かがいなくなるんでしょうからね。明日には。安永はあの子は本当に優しい子で。 いつも大変な時も優しく笑ってくれて励ましてくれて、一番いい解決の方法も考えてくれるんです。
That's a smart boy. They were able to survive as a wolf last time.
よほど難しいんだわ、あの顔は。
I imagine it's hard to look at your neighbors and family and be like, yep!
よく見てますね。
そりゃ親だから。義継、あんたどうしたの？忘れ物でもした？
なんでババアだけ皿洗いしねえとなんねえんだよ。
そりゃあんたが手伝わないからよ。
俺だけじゃねえだろうが。この物騒な時に食堂に残しやがって。兄貴とか何やってんだ畜生よ。
自分の仕事があるのはいいことよ。みんなそれぞれやることはある。
勉強かよ。
勉強でもいいし、皿拭きでもいい。とにかく自分ですべきことを考えて。
よこせよ、福も。
超絶いい子だな、君は。残念ながらたった今全部拭き終わってしまったけど。
何の意味があったんだよ、クソ。
まあ首相な態度は変えましょう。しっかり宴の支度して、明日また手伝いなさい。
That is interesting. He actually came to try and do something good.
それじゃあ僕もこれで。
ええ、おやすみなさい。
待てよ、イカレ野郎。
君もいい加減名前を覚えてくれよ。
うるせえシッコマン、シッコマン。
Unnecessary.
やめろ。
冗談はいいんだよ、イカレ野郎。
まあいいや、シッコマンよりは。冗談じゃなかったら何だって言うのさ。
Why are they calling him Piss Man in this timeline anyway? He didn't hide out in a fucking toiletry, so I don't get where the Piss Man nickname came from in this loop.
狼のやつをぶっ殺しに行こうぜ。
Ooh, we're gonna get his perspective on what he did.
どういうこと？
クソくらえだっつんだよ。宴だ信内だかよ、付き合いきれねえ。どいつもこいつもビビりやがって。なんだって棒切れでぶん殴りゃ死ぬっつーの。それともてめえもビビってんのか？やっぱイカれてみせたのはフリかよ。
How am I gonna convince him not to do this? It's like, bro, appreciative, but I got bad news. Bad news, man. Very bad news. Thank you for the Amazon Prime, Dan. Welcome to the Prime Club again. So, can't believe it. Apple put on the Twitch app sub using the Interesting. Maybe that whole Fortnite thing got some more changes going. BioShock. Okay. And that also reminds me, I need to get the Patreon poll ready for this month. So, let's see. A few little votes. BioShock going up to 7, which makes it the current one in the lead. It was in the lead with 6 even, but 7 gives it a 2 lead. Because Waging Loop and Overtime are likely going to be a little bit, so probably not anything against being a little safe than sorry, yeah. But yeah, pretty weird though. I know Apple's pretty notorious for wanting no slice of anything on their fucking phone. See, I'm curious what that, or who that was. Maybe those are one and the same, actually. Yes, there's still a lot of deaths that we don't know what the fuck happened. See, this whole questionnaire on the quote-unquote Badger might actually explain some of that, though. But we have to understand its role in all this. It might potentially be worth it. Dad
君だけで行
jokes.
くといい。
やっぱりそうだ、この腰抜けが。
うん。いいよいいよ腰抜けで。これで邪魔がいなくなる。
あ？
Ooh, is he gonna pull some fucking psychological shit on him? Be like, yeah, who's gonna look after your poor mother after I take her in my arms? Ooh.
これで安心して香織さんに手を出せるって言うんだよ。ずいぶん若くして子供を産んだんだな、あの人。まだ全然若い。
Holy shit, he actually did it.
は？おい。
まあ、どうせ死んだはずの命だし、せいぜい死ぬまで楽しもうかなと思うよ。死に急ぐならどうぞ。お母さんは任せな。
Holy fuck! That's some ballsy shit!
せいぜい可愛がって。
てめえだらバローパターラー！クソったれ！どこで目つけやがったったんだ！死ね変態ズラクソバラー！
あーごめん。嘘。
何が嘘だ！しめたらかったら！
Oh boy.
てめえ！どこ行きやがった！どこだクソボラー！
織部義継。あんまり気がって大事なことを見逃すんじゃないぜ。
ああ！
今日間違えれば君は必ず死ぬ。
上等じゃねえかクソだら！
その後香織さんは誰が守る？
知るかそんなもん！ 兄貴か匠兄が勝手にやんだろうが。
無理だね。彼らは休みず全体のことしか見てないんだから。お母さん守りたいなら危ない橋を渡らずに生き延びることを考えろ。
ああ、死ぬとは限らねえだろうが、勝てるかもしんねえだろうが。
Yeah, buddy, I don't know how to really tell you this.
その方法じゃダメだ。
てめえ、一体何言ってんだ。
Way more than you.
何を知ってる。
僕がもうやったから。
は？
とりあえず君が死んだら香織さんに手を出すかもしれないから死なない方がいいぞ。
てめえ、ごまかすな。一体どういうことだ。おい、
皿洗い頑張れよ。
Yeah, we don't want to get caught up in the corruption.
大丈夫ですか、リカ子さん。
痛い。
というかどうしたんです、こんな時間に。物意味しなきゃ。
それはこちらのセリフです、春明様。洗い物で遅くなった上に何を揉めていらっしゃるのです。
Are you stalking me?
ちょっと人助けを。
知っております。無謀に走ろうとする織部義継をたしなめられたのでしょう。とてつもなくそのお下劣な方法で。
I mean, to be honest, it might have been a little too far, but I mean, I think the idea worked.
なぜいつになく状況理解が詳細かつ正確なんですか。
お話をし損ねましたから霧に身を潜めておりました。
ああ、すみません。そういえばそんな話ありましたね。ちえみちゃんとも話し損ねたや。
宴の時はありがとうございました。
ん？
私をくくることも。
いやいや、僕は誰にも死んでほしくはないですよ。すみません。嘘です。いや、本当なんですが、こうも思ってます。
And he's losing it.
リカ子さんもメイコちゃんも死ぬところなんて見たくないって。
それは
どういう意味でしょうね。あ、一つだけ聞きたいんですが。
何でしょうか。
もしメイコちゃんが狼だったとしたらリカ子さんはどうしますか。
私が共にくくられましょう。
とにかく大丈夫ですから。明日も元気なリカ子さんのドジっぷり見られることを楽しみにしてますよ。
春明様、何を一体。私はドジなんて失礼な。
じゃあまた明日。
僕がもうやったからとはどういう意味でしょうか。
Oh.
口から出任せですよ。 不思議系の物言いって結構言いくるめやすいんです。
私は春明様が身車の手のものだとか、むしろ何と言いますか、この逃げ場のない霧を晴らしにおいでになった特別な方なのではないかと。こんな無双めいたこと、気持ちが悪いとお思いかもしれませんが、私も伝統やら信心やらに染まって生きてきたものです。テレビの中で語られる科学とかそういったものには縁遠く生きてですから、迷信に脅かされている今、迷信めいた何かに誰かにすがりたくなっているやもしれません。
Well, do I have something absurd for you?
リカ子さん、僕もそうありたいですが、残念、あんまり特別な人間でもなさそうです。でもそうですね、そこまで信じてもらえてるなら頑張りますよ。
はい。
じゃあ今日はここで。握手？じゃあ握手で約束です。明日もきっと会いましょう。
いいえ、もし明日会えずとも、いずれまたいずれのせいで、より穏やかなせいで巡り、おやすみなさい。さようなら。
I don't like how she said a lot of that because it makes it sound like she feels like she's dying.
リカ子さん、僕も願ってますよ。信内さんのお守りは、
Oh, here we are. This is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for ever since we heard we are the snake. The moment to decide who we are going to investigate. I mean, we don't have any strong leads other than some personality changes from the previous loop. That's an interesting idea to go with. Well, there's that. They both claim to be monkeys, and nobody else claimed to be monkeys. And unless somebody's absolutely stupid, there shouldn't be a problem now. So they shouldn't need to investigate, even though the old guy was a lot harsher this time around. But I'm gonna have to probably just for now trust that they're being truthful. That makes sense. Yes, he's a bit of a wild card. Hmm.
メイコには言って聞かせてありますので確認させてます。悩むならばメイコではなく私を。
Now, here's something confusing here that I'm... Because he just said... He thinks that she's a spider, but what's he basing that on? I mean, that's a fair logic, I get. But why does he think she's the spider? See, I can't agree with that. I can. I do think that does make sense. But if she's a spider, then we need to somehow... decisions. All interesting choices. We're gonna make 4 an additional slot. Ah, damn it. I hate how it starts and cancel, though. Leaving her alone is both... She does care about the situation in a law-abiding way. Making sure she's human could have its advantages, but also... There's 2 ways to look at this. She cared about saving everyone, so to be fair, as a wolf or a modeling role in a killing game, that is a bit sus. The only reason you would probably want to do that is if you were aware that another wolf, which, if we're going with, like, the conversation he was thinking, the possibility of him being a wolf, might have been part of the move to make it a tie to cancel out having a wolf potentially hung. If a wolf is among these 3, I'm saying, like, that would be the only way I could see her being a wolf, is if she was trying to do, and I think that's all, because the fact that she claimed she didn't look at her stomach or even knew about that, which, I mean, is a fair thing, brings to bear that, actually, that does, if she is a wolf, and she didn't know about it, that could also be used as an explanation now. We don't know what her reaction or her actions would be if she was to then find out she is a wolf. She does not believe in what's going on. So there's like a 50-50. She might continue to ignore the rituals and that. We could take the risk to see if, even if she turned out to be a wolf, if she would be willing to defy it anyway. She does seem very believed in to want to defy it. So, but she could also submit to the madness possibly too. We'll get these 2. I do think he was probably the crow in the previous loop. But I think this time we are featuring some some possibilities here. So he was the snake last time, so we know for a fact that his role 100% changed. And if he was the crow, then there's also the high probability that his role changed as well. And then there's the fact... Wait a minute. What if you're the badger? What does it say if you're the badger? Assuming the younger school student didn't get told she was a badger until after the first night, which is when she acted really weird, which would make sense. That means tonight might not give us a proper reading on who is a badger and if they even tells us they're a badger. So that's a tricky question as well. My gaming intuition thinks either him or her for plot twisty reasons. My gut feeling wants to really investigate him personally. Let's go with him. Human. Oh. Gave us a key. Number 11. Now, here's the thing. I could continue this play, or we could just immediately see what other options we're working with you. And honestly, with the ability to go, like, how could we not want to investigate all three of them? Human. Now, interestingly, it's not making a different branch. Fuck. Unlucky. Unlucky. Yes. Especially when you actually bump into something, of course. Well, we found the wolf.
Oh! みんな生きとったね。
Yes! The spider protected the target!
さあ、しっかり食べてくださいね。
We got lucky, boys. I mean, yeah, to be fair, it's good. And the other thing is, we have a wolf. Now, how am I going to convince everyone that she is a wolf, though? Oh, if only, right?
だから言ったろう、ヤス、臭いし。こんなバカらしいことに付き合う奴はいねえんだって。
I wish. That'd be kind of ironic, wouldn't it? Like, the only winning move is to just not play.
まあ、そうかもね。
よかった本当に皆様
But on the upside, well, I guess it's not necessarily upside, but at least the journalist we don't really know a lot about. And I'm not saying it's, oh, well, yay, glad she's going to be the easy target to kill, but it's like... It at least removes one wolf out of the villagers, but still leaves the difficulty of figuring out who is. But yeah. So what I would love to know then, so remember the previous loop I said if we could somehow like get the information of the spider who they protect? Because obviously if nobody dies, two things happen. Either A, for some reason, be it the werewolves couldn't agree, or the werewolves decided not to kill someone, which nothing in the rules technically say they have to kill someone. Normally, that kind of action would be if there's a quote-unquote bodyguard type role, like in Town of Salem. If a bodyguard protects a killer, protects a person, the killer tries to kill that person. But there is no bodyguard role, so there's no reason not to usually kill someone unless you're trying to do some weird psychological mind game.
そうでしょうとも。
おい、
何かな。
なんだよこれ。何も起きねえじゃねえか。
何言ってるの。すごいことが起きたんだよ。
はあ？
今日の宴でいろいろわかるよ。泡だらけだ。やり直し。
よし君がお手伝いか。もう何年も見てなかった光景だね。
うるせえなちえね。皿に指で頑張れ頑張れとか後つけてんじゃねえよ。
あ、バレた？でも残念。指じゃなくて唇でした。関節キスは約束だぞ。
うわ、きったね。
ひどい。
知恵ねえ、私も引くわ。外で一体何勉強してきてるの？
知恵ねえのオリジナルだから。
まったく知恵ねえは不潔だな。
Yeesh. Everyone's just being a bully.
てめえは何してんだ、カモシだ。
See, Frostborn, look what you did. You've rubbed off onto the cast. Now they're all bullying everyone.
僕も手伝いだ。レロレロン。
Ew.
汚れを舐めとってんじゃねえ。
俺も
やめるんだ。その需要はない。
また見てくる。
Oh shit, is she gonna actually say she's a wolf? That would be the ultimate defiance.
Mo, いいんじゃねえか、親さん。
なんだ、匠。
こんなことをやんなくてもよ、狼は人を殺す気はねえだろ。
We might just got, like, I mean, there was this possibility of it, but, I mean, honestly, it's probably more likely they hit the Spider target.
君はそこまで楽天的かね。事態は全く予断を許さぬ状況だ。
何がだよ。
昨晩はたまたま雲が指定したものを狼が襲おうとしたから守られただけだ。自分を除けば雲が加護を使う対象として選べるのは14人。14分の1は100分率にして 7% 程度。
That's pretty low odds, to be honest. Oh, what? Frostborn? Don't mind Frostborn. He's a violent PvP crazy person. Ha ha ha. Oh. Yes, the only way to win is not to play is a quote from, what is that movie called? Howl? I mean, that's what the AI was called. I think it was just called Howl, wasn't it? Or something else? War Games? Okay. But yeah, and you know, funnily, I've never watched the movie, but, you know, who doesn't know that reference, Willie? 7% chance to hit the Spider's target. Whew.
その行幸に感謝しつつ、昨日進め損ねた宴による狼べらしを進めるべきではないのかね。
お前、狼にされた連中が仕事を拒否した確率が 7% より低いっていうのかよ。
ああ、0% だと思っているね。
お前、やっぱ何か知ってんじゃないのか。今何が起きてんのかよ。
Oh. Oh. Yeah, actually, now you mention it, yeah. Yeah, because in the movie, it was a giant computer, not the red eye thing. See, that goes to show you how stupid of a movie buff person I am.
それは知らんが。
じゃあなんでそんなことが言い切れんだ。
そんなに事態を甘く見ていないというだけだがね。
いいか、人間ってのは何もなきゃ平和な生き物なんだ。
性善説かね。
なんだか知らねえが、平和ってのはな、乱したら危険だから保たれんだ。守ってる限り大多数が安全だ。
A very Japanese mindset, to be fair.
現に昨日の宴じゃ誰もくくられなかっただろうが、あの時にもあの場には狼がいたんだろう。
That'll be the interesting thing, to be honest. If we find out who all the wolves are in this loop, it would be very interesting to re-look at the forced day voting to kind of get the logic of why that ended up happening. I mean, I'd say one thing that probably helped was the fact the reporter didn't know they was a wolf, which probably really pissed off the other two wolves, probably. Which probably means which probably means, wait, okay, so we voted for the kid, right? We voted for the kid, and the cross-dressing kid changed their vote to make it all a tie during the we vote. So he's probably not a wolf, because he swapped his. Because if he was a wolf, wait, no, wait, no, wrong. He could still be a wolf. No, wait, no, he ain't. He's not a wolf. Because we already proved he's not a wolf. We know him and him aren't a wolf. Why am I pointing at him? Like anyone can see what the fuck I'm pointing at. The two adult males we know aren't wolves. We went through those choices. So if the cross-dressing kid was a wolf, then there was no reason for him to change his vote. That we would be logically aware of, at least. They would have killed him and gotten a human hung. So it's probably safe to say he's human as well. So then that means we probably want to look at the people who voted on the two goals and see, let's see, it was the two goals and I think it was a four-way tie, right? I believe it was a four-way tie. Is this? I think, right? So that would mean the Wolves probably voted for the two goals. So we want to actually look at who voted for them. I need to double look, like, actually, wait. I don't know if I can really find it. Like, there was I know there was that one scene where it showed everyone's votes spread out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna easily find that real quick. Let's see. Trying to remember where it was. I mean, it was a long meeting, so I think it happened on a black screen. Bingo, there we are. Okay. Let me make sure that's the... Yeah, that was the full list. So, let's look at... I mean, I'll look at it. Okay, so, yeah, so, yeah, 3 of them voted for him. The old guy and the female student were the ones who voted for, and then so the 2 of them voted for the reporter. The reporter is a wolf, so that means that they're probably good. Well, assuming the old man is sane. Okay, maybe we shouldn't care about the old man's opinion yet. We don't know anything about him still. He could be insane for all we know, so he might be just more of a wild card thing. So the female student voted for the reporter, so she's probably safe as well, because the wolves should know who each other are. And she voted for... Oh, young Huron love interest voted for the snooty dude, so... and we already confirmed he was human with the vote thing, so... of that snake power, so... she shouldn't be a wolf either. And the fact that the adolescent son was going to go out... Well, actually, wait. If he was a wolf, he would be allowed to go outside, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he? So... What if he was a wolf? Wouldn't that be crazy? Shit. That would be pretty crazy. He was a monkey. He voted for priestess. Very interesting situation here. And the old lady voted for the adolescent. There's some very interesting data here, though. I'm gonna leave that open in case I want to reference it. It's interesting to see what everyone voted for in this scenario, because it's kind of like there might be some more politics or personal affairs going in here than we first thought, maybe.
それは希望的観測だと言うんだ。単に票を集め損ねて失敗しただけかもしれんだろうが。
おっちゃんを守ろうとして票を散らしたのかもしれないしね。
Well, I mean, I would think that, but we already proved he's human, though I don't know if we retain that knowledge in this.
もっち、どういうこと？
いや、僕とやっすんと香織ママがおっちゃんに入れた後、誰も入れなかったじゃん。あと1票くらいは入りそうなもんなのに入んなかったよね。となると、狼がかばい合ったのかもしれないじゃん。
じゃあそれより下に狼が。
待ってよもっち、私が狼だっていうの？
I'm kind of curious about the adolescent. Because if he's a wolf, I mean, the wolves aren't obligated to go inside and shelter and such as far as we're aware of, so that ironically could have played into covering him up from the player's perspective. But if that was the case, then the old lady would be safe because she voted for him.
いやいや、僕は単におっちゃんに突っかかりたかっただけだ。ごめん。
鹿持ちのうかつな発言を真に受けないでいただきたいがね。そんな可能性があるのも確か。楽観視はすべきではない。
だったら人が死んでもねえのに人を殺すってのかてめえは。
もう死んでるって言ってるでしょ。
Actually, yeah, I guess that is true.
なんなの？あなたの中では橋本さんは人間扱いじゃないの？
うるせえな。ありゃ確かにひどい事件だったが、俺らの中の誰かが殺したわけじゃないだろうが。
どうしてそう言い切れるのよ。
狼の殺しと汚れは違うって言ってんだろうが。
匠兄ちゃん、ちょっといい？
なんだよ、ちえみ。
私もさ、人を殺したいなんて思ってないけど、でもちょっと心配はあるんだよ。 神内様の掟に従う限り、私たちが狼に対抗するには宴でくくるしかないって。その手段を放棄してしまったら、私たち全滅するしかないんじゃないかって。
いや、だからな。
だからその手段を放棄させようとする人こそが狼だって、そう思い出す人が出てくるかもしれない。肝臓じいちゃん、
今日はくくる。さもなくば狼の味方よ。
ちえみも殺したくないんだけど。
雨が匠は甘すぎる。
ほら、こういう向きもあるってこと。
じゃあどうするってんだ。昨日決まらなかったもんが今日決まるのかよ。
昨日とは違えだろ匠に。外の姉ちゃんとイカレ野郎が言うことがあるはずだ。
Yeah. So, the Crow can't tell anything because no one got hung. So Willie the Snake is the only one that can provide something right now.
そうですね。彼らの言い分を聞いて、それでもみんなが殺人を拒否するなら、もう仕方ない話だ。ですね、肝臓さん。
そんなことは起きん。
じゃあいい。じゃあとにかく行ってみろよ。それがなきゃ何も始まらないっつうの。
じゃあ私が話します。私は蛇のカゴ車だった。
Oh, shit.
本当ですか？昨日調べたらちゃんと印があったって言うんですか？
Okay, so that means she's going with the game then.
ええ、そうよ。だからきちんと蛇のカゴで一人の正体を調べたわよ。
しかし、だからといって今明かすのは危険ではないのかね。蛇の
それを踏まえても開示するべき結果が得られたので話してるんですよ。
This is not good.
山脇多江さんは狼よ。こやつは狼よ。あんたが狼だって言ってるのよ。こっちは
ばあちゃん、やめろ。誰もばあちゃんを疑ったりはしねえ。
間宮さんやめてよ。これじゃ助かる者も助かれない。
This isn't good. So it probably didn't even matter who I investigated. This was gonna make it obvious she's lying.
他に蛇のカゴを名乗る方はおられませんか？
何を言うのよ。
叫ばないでください。あなたは本物かもしれないけど、だったら冷静にしてればいいんだ。僕らが間宮さんを信じるには、他に蛇のカゴ車が名乗り出ないことが条件になる。いませんか、蛇は。
Yeah. It's a tricky situation because we're selling ourselves out. And everyone else has to still choose who to trust. Fuck. Not good. I'm pretty sure if we reveal we're gonna be in a difficult situation. I think, and this is a tough, extremely tough decision, but I think we need to play our cards by wards and not reveal our guardian. I think we need to figure out a way to bury her. Because let's be honest, revealing yourself as a snake early in the game is stupid. You need to be like, I'm gonna tell, like, so there's a PlayStation 4 VR game called like Werewolf something. I can't remember. It's a VR game. It's pretty fun. It has a role that's like the snake. I can't remember what they were called. It was like a religious figure title, but essentially they actually know all the werewolves right at the beginning of the game. The only problem is that the village will automatically lose, even if all the other villagers are alive, if the werewolves convince to kill that person. So they have to play very sly on the knowledge of who the werewolves are very cautiously. So I think we need to play like that. I think we need to be smart about our information while not revealing our role. So it might not go the way I hope, but this is hoping.
それじゃあ間宮久子さんが本物の蛇だと仮定して進めますが、
仮定って何よ。
あなたを疑う理由があるとすれば、さっき知恵姉が言ったようにその喧嘩腰ですよ。間宮さんはずっと冷静だったじゃないですか。一体どうしたんです？
こんな状況で冷静になれる？朝起きたら腹に血で文字が書いてあるのよ。どう考えても怪奇現象でしょ。しかもそれでこうして完全に善人面してる人がいるって知ったのよ。冷静になれるわけないでしょ。
この大嘘つきが、これだから若いもんは町のもんは。
ババアが狼だっつうのか。
そうよ、さっきから言ってるでしょ。
ババア、ちゃんとまともに返事しろよ。てめえは狼なんですか？
義継、このバカが。もうダメじゃ。若いもんはみんな読み人じゃ。
ああ、分かった、もういいぜ。
Damn it.
耐えばそんなん言わないでよ。よし君も何煽ってるの。
昨日俺はこのババアに一票入れられてもうちょいで死にそうだったんだぜ。そりゃ怪しいだろうがよ。
義継、お前いい加減にしろよ。つうかあんたもいきなり何なんだ。そんなばあさま捕まえて鼻切り声でよ。
I'm gonna bring up the vote list here again. I want to look at it while we go through this exchange. Because again, it could help identify the other werewolves. Especially since we know she's a werewolf, so anyone who agrees with her doing this will be very suspicious.
あなたにはわからないわよ。あ、こんなひどい。
くそったれ。おい、ちょっといいか。全員冷静になれ。狭いところだが、できるだけ離れてしばらく黙って頭冷やすぞ。いいな、おやっさん。
次に騒いだもんは殴りつける。
Yeah, see, that role in that werewolf game I was referring to is very tough because you have to be very sly, coy, and technically lie. Like, a lot of the games I played, like, they faked being other roles. Like, the game is designed a little bit more for that role to take the identity of other villager roles and such. So, and that obviously makes confuse. Like, I never one game where I thought the fucking dude was the werewolf, and I'm like, well, fuck, because they were faking being my identity. So, it's a mix of needing to be smart about it. Hmm. Interesting. True. That's another way to look at it. Because there's three of them. So, I mean, they could get the snake out of the way, or... I imagine like... We don't really know if the werewolves get to talk to each other at night. I would presume they do.
もう映画植松のもう票を取れ。
カンちゃん、私は人よ。
狼ですよ。
あんたはまた。
肝臓さん、票を取る前にもう一つ確認しておかないといけないことがある。久石春明さんの今日開示するといった情報の内容です。
Ooh. Well, I know two people are human.
まず残念ながら僕はここで明かすだけで自分の潔白を証明できるような情報をまだ持ってません。その点僕は間宮さんよりも場に貢献できないこととなった。そのことはお詫びしたいと思います。
それは何の過去も持っていないという意味だと考えてよろしいかね。
当然のご判断かと。
はっきり言え。
僕には特別な力はありません。ただ僕を生かしてもらえるならできる限りのことを皆さんのためにします。
そりゃあ昨日も聞いた。
僕は戦略を提示できます。
というと、
タエさんも間宮さんもくくらない。
あ？
もし山脇タエさんが狼の一員だったとして、おそらくはその陰謀の中心人物ではないと思うんです。
だから私は違う言うて。
Chill, old woman. We're trying to fucking save your life here.
仮の話です。 一方で、もし間宮さんが蛇じゃなかったとすれば、
ヘビに決まってるでしょ。他に誰も出なかったんだから。
ここで皆さんに確認したいんですが、このゲーム、失礼、読み意味の宴で狼が能動的に生き残るにはカゴ持ちを詐称するしかないですよね。
その通りです。狼は基本的に受動的に疑われないことを期待して動くでしょうが、それだと蛇にいつかは引っかかる。それで疑われた時に自分は人だと喧伝しても効果はありません。その瞬間に何か他のカゴ者を名乗ってもとても嘘くさい。だから適当な時に自分からカゴ者を名乗るのが有効。先に名乗ってしまえば後から誰かが名乗ったとしても逆にそっちが嘘くさくなりますからね。
あなた何を根拠に。
客観的な話ですよ。だからこの場で間宮さんが確定で蛇だってことにはならない。仮に間宮さんが偽物で狼だとしたら、すでにあなたは他の2人から切られてるってことになりますし。
待って、勝手に話を進めないで。どういうことなのよ、いきなり。
あなたが前面に出たということは、あなたが場をかき乱している間に他の狼が手を進めるという作戦。おそらくその作戦を考えた人はあなたじゃないし、もっと注意深く潜伏しているはず。だからあなたが場を乱そうとするのを無視できれば、あなたの脅威は潜伏している他の狼ほど大きくない。
That's an interesting perspective. If the wolves themselves are having infighting and she's not being taken serious.
そんなこと？くだらない。私は本物のヘビなんだから。
But that leads to the question on who gets to make the true decision on who to kill. Do they have to vote? Do they just whoever kills someone first?
なんだ、お姉ちゃんが狼で決まりじゃん。
モッチー、何か気づいたのか？
いやだって今のやっすんの話への反応さ。多分お姉ちゃん自分の立場に気づいてなかったから食いついたんでしょ今。自分が狼じゃないならそもそも聞かなくたっていい話だしな。
この状況で適当に聞き流していい話なんてあるわけないでしょ。
モッチ、どうしたのよいきなり。だってそう思ったしさ。でもやっすんの意見には賛成かな。お姉ちゃんは泳がせればよし。
あのね、モッチー、あんまり適当なことばっか言ってると君まで疑われるよ。
まあ桔梗の振る舞いだしな。しょうがないよね。
じゃあ自分のためじゃなく人のためにもうちょっと考えてしゃべるな。間宮さんがくくられることになったら今のモッチーの言葉のせいにもなるのよ。
She needs to be hung.
ぷっぷー、怒られた。
で、匠兄ちゃんの誰もくくらないって方針にはつながるの？タイばあちゃんも間宮さんもくくらないならさ。
それは。
くくらねえのが本当に俺らのためにならねえってなら、俺は一つ言う。俺はばあちゃんを信じてる。たとえ狼の役にされたとしてもばあちゃんが殺しなんてするはずねえ。
But to be fair, I kind of have the same idea from the previous loop that I don't think she was actively a part of the killing.
だから 俺はばあちゃんを守る。
But to be fair, we don't know for sure. We don't know who killed who and such. I mean, she may very well did, but I mean, she seemed very backworld in the previous loop of the werewolves.
あんたはほんまにええ子ね。
ちなみに何も言ってない香織さんはどうなんだ。まあいいや。じいさんは狼が来る。
How? I don't understand how nobody asks that dude anything.
こっちもいいや。おやっさんどうする。
タエバーと記者は両方くくる。
Holy shit. But wait, I thought we were only allowed to hang one person.
いや、なんでなんだよおやっさん。
狼はくくらねばならん。
それはそうかもしれねえが、片方は狼じゃねえんだぞ。
確実にするために犠牲を払う。昔から皆そうやってきた。耐えば覚悟してくれ。わしはあんたを60年見てきた。あんたが一番安水を吸い取る。安水のために気張ってくれんか。
あんたと匠が骨拾うてくれるんね。
Well, we're not gonna do a vote? We're just gonna hang him?
うん。
ばあちゃん、そんな嫌だよ。
匠、私は狼様じゃない。その上で私がくくられても、それは神内様の天命よね。
それじゃあ植松の。
はい。
今日の票を取る。
我が狼なんか。おお。
No! Now wait, the wolf guy voted for... He voted for me last time. Okay, so the wolf guy is going with the fucking journalist. So, Wolfman is on the sus list.
記者の女に入れる。
私も同じよ。
間宮さんですか。
そうよ。
俺はあんただ、記者の姉ちゃん。
Okay, we got 3 for the journalist lady.
ええ、そうでしょうね。
次だ、香織さん。
室 匠さんに一票を。
なんでだ、香織さん。
私には難しいことはわかりませんが、いざとなれば最も疑いたくない方も疑わざるを得ない時だとは覚悟をしているんですよ。だからそのつもりで票を投じると決めました。匠さんにもそれを分かってもらいたいから。
じゃあ俺が別に狼じゃないと思ってるけど、俺の目を覚ますために票を使ったっていうのかよ。
あなたが狼じゃないって証拠はないし、私にはあなたが果たすべきことをしていないように思えるの。
俺が果たすべきこと、なんだよそれ。意味がわからん。
私か。難しいな。どうにせよ2名ともくくることには合理性はあるが、実際のところヘビを私は室に投票しよう。
てめえもか。
山脇老人に投票すれば貴様はもっと怒るだろう。それに私は彼に対する評価を少し改めた。
僕ですか？
ああ、それ以上は言うことはないがね。
僕は昨日と同様に野里さんに投票します。
Interesting. We're going way off course here.
野里さんを選ぶ積極的理由は昨日のままですが、僕はもう少し間宮さんの言動に注目をしたい。ちなみにどうしてタイさんを蛇の加護の対象にしたんですか？
どうしたらいいかわからなかったから名前は適当に書いたわよ。
But now, here's the thing. We know she's a snake. So, here's the dual problem here. If the spider protects her, that will leave someone vulnerable. Basically, the werewolves will have no danger, assuming the spider protects her. So, someone will definitely likely die tonight, unless the spider does not believe her. And even then, it's still a very small percentage chance.
適当に選んでタイバーですか？まあわかりました。
But now she's gonna have to vote for, like, look people we want or be more sus.
何なのよ一体。
So far, 3 for the journalist.
僕はおっちゃんに1票追加。
Shit. We got 2 on 2 people here.
またか貴様。しかも
本当はね、間宮のお姉ちゃんが狼だと僕は思うんだけど、やっすんがもうちょっと見たいって言うなら僕はそれでもいいかな。
もっち、ありがとう。
I don't know if, like, they're doing it for good or not. And you see, we gotta also keep in mind, we don't know, like, we don't 100% know if they're really monkeys. Because the other element in this, to be fair as well, is we're assuming the real people. Like, what if the monkeys came to a similar conclusion I did and thought it was better to stay safe and not reveal themselves? I mean, we did go over the fact that doing so is not really meaningful for the monkeys, so it's probably unlikely. But still, there is the human probability chance that they may still want to just be safe.
俺は意見を変えねえ。そこのクソババアに一票だ。
Fuck.
この汚れもんが。
We got 3-way tie and 3 for the journalist.
次、私か。
Oh, come on, people.
ごめん、間宮さん。あなたに投票するわ。
Okay, 4 for the journalist.
なんで私はヘビなのよ。
だってあなたそんな人じゃなかったもの。いきなり変わったもの。でももしかしたら春明さんが言ってた無地なかもしれない。もしそうなら言ってほしい。ムジナだって人なんだから死ななくていいはずでしょ。
そんなんじゃない。私はヘビよ。
But we don't know if the badge was good, though.
匠兄ちゃん、私別に匠兄ちゃんの味方のつもりじゃない。タイばあちゃんに投票しようか迷ったもの。
じいちゃん、あんたもね。
なんでだよ。
だってこんなのどっちも味方できないよ。タイばあちゃんが好きだからってそれだけを理由にして間宮さんを殺そうとするなんて、そんなの匠兄ちゃんらしくないよ。私はただ匠兄ちゃんも一緒に悩んでくれるって勝手に期待しただけ。勝手でごめんばあちゃん。間宮さんも恨まれても仕方ないって思ってる。ちえみからは以上だよ。
次、春。どうすんだ。
じゃあ私も野里さんにする。
なぜついでの感覚で私がこう毎回危ない目に遭わねばならんのかね。
次、植松さんだけど。
山脇様に投票いたします。
植松様。
Oh, fuck no!
蛇の加護者を名乗られる方を無下には扱えません。申し訳ありません。もし間宮様の加護が本物でなかったらその報いは必ず果たしますから。
And to be honest, that makes Hull more suspicious, to be honest, because, like, I wouldn't think she would fall for that.
ですよ。わかりました。
メイコ、どうする？
おばあちゃん。
ガキにも嫌われてやがる。
皿長の子に嫌われてようが知らん。
Fuck.
春明様は
Okay. So they're tied. If I vote for the journalist is just gonna vote for the old hag, and then we're gonna go into a tiebreaker. Which is probably gonna be our best options at this point. Because if I vote for the snooty old fucking damn bastard witch man, then she's just going to vote for the old hag, and then she gets hanged. So, I mean, Willie, my only option, as far as I can see, is to vote for the journalist. don't see any real point in doing that. I think the best odds is to make it a tiebreaker. Because the only way I can see that being something is if it sends a message to him that inevitably makes him do something. I don't really see it being helpful. The old lady's gonna die. The only way I could see that helping is if somehow that changes his opinion on something down the road. And that's possible, but I can't really know that right now, so solid. Okay, tie. Okay, now for the journalist.
お二人から選ぶなら
Okay, 3 for the journalist.
間宮さんに投票します。
そうだな。どちらが怪しいというならば、間宮女子の方だな。ここはあえて泳がせる意味で、山脇さんに1票。
Weird conclusion.
野里さんがかばうような動きをしたのがひどく気になります。間宮さんに1票。
やっすんそうするのか。僕はタエバーに入れとく。お姉ちゃんが明日なんて言うのか気になるから。
ババアより怪しい記者の女に。
タエばあちゃんにブチギレたってだけならどっちも怪しいってば。私は間宮さんかな。私は蛇の加護者を名乗る方を。
どっちかしか選べないの？
Shit, I'm the tiebreaker.
じゃあおばあちゃん。
間宮さんに投票します。
逃がすな！待て！てめえ！
縄持ってこい。はよ。
お待ちを。やめろ！やめろ！
Said she was a wolf. We can only hope that none of this is some fucking lie or something, cause oh boy. There was some suspicious actions going on now. Everyone who voted for the journalist was fine. The people who didn't, obviously. To be fair though, there is a double. So we could go Because, I mean, there are situations where you just kind of like, you're fucked, bro, and I'm gonna look sus down the road if I don't vote for you. And that can happen. So to be fair, if we were to go on the conclusion that the other two werewolves considered her more of a liability, they may just very well actually voted for her, to be honest. It actually could be possible. That's probably likely, because, I mean, I don't imagine she fully understood everything.
臭いし、あまり気にすんな。
そうだね。春明さんはたまたま選ぶのが最後になっただけ。
Well, we know she was a wolf, according to our powers, so unless there's something wigged about the game or something, I mean, as far as I see, we made the right choice in that regard.
あの状況でどっちを選んでも仕方ないって。みんなで選んだんだから。
ちいちゃんは私に入れた。
うん、ごめん。でも本当にどっちも選べなかったんだ。ごめん、タイバーちゃん。許してもらえなくても仕方ないけど。
ええよね。それが宴よ。
Just unlucky. Damn it. I have to let the old lady die? Fuck. I didn't even consider that possibility. I didn't consider the wolves possibly going after me the next night.
やっちまったってことはねえな。こりゃしゃあねえよ。気分転換までにヒント。今回のバッドエンド10、俺もバッドエンド13と類見かもしれん。つまり人狼ゲームのセオリー的には何にも間違ってねえ。特に夫妻師春明的には間宮久子が絶対に偽物だとは分かる。ただこれを見てる狼がもし夫妻師春明に目つけていて殺すために些細な判断材料を探してたなら。
That's an interesting take. I mean, to be fair, we claimed we would have information, then we say we don't have information, we need more time, and then we hide the fact that we don't have a guardian, and we vote for the fucking journalist. The wolves, no, like, obviously the villagers ain't 100% sure, but the wolves obviously know 100% sure she is not the snake. So, if you look from the werewolves' perspective, they're trying to actively find out who's who. So they may have just used the fact that we just suddenly didn't have information, but said we would as a call to potentially that we were a snake. They still had multiple choices, but I guess it did stand out a bit more than everyone else.
人狼ゲームならぬ読み意味の宴。目立たずにこっそり生き残る方向性で5、キティの9、投票の選択1に戻ってみてくれ。つうわけで今回はここまで。
See, when you're done with the hint corner, you just get this weird scene. The sheep. It really makes me feel like the sheep might actually have some kind of wool. Very odd. Sucks. I don't want to let her die, but it looks like we have no choice. If we reveal the Guardian, here's the problem I have with revealing our Guardian. If we reveal it, the spider can protect us, but obviously the wolves' next choice will be to go and find the spider. The spider could continue keeping me alive, but if the spider gets found, then I'm dead. Now, unless the spider gets found out, the wolves won't have 100% way to know if they ever find the spider. So basically, the choices are kill several villagers and then try to kill me and hope the spider got killed. They could kill someone, then try me, kill someone, then try me, and that has a lot of potential for waste. Because it actively would show the werewolves are trying to kill someone, but failing every other night because they're trying to find the spider. And that could also be dangerous for them. And then the last choice would be I'm fucked and just die the next day. But in the long term, I think it, like, the short term it might help, but the long term it can be very dangerous for me, because, like, it'll become protecting the spider, and they, like, both paths are going to lead to senseless death, sadly, and it looks like we don't have a path to continue forward in preserving someone's life, sadly. So my choices are, I could either continue this path and see what voting for the old lady, or no, not for voting for the other guy, because it puts me in a, like, that, so it puts me in a situation, and you put way too much thought into these games. Yes, that's why I always lose. Well, you know, figuring out the mystery and the mortal and stuff is fun, you know? It's, like, I like it. It's fun. But yeah, so if I vote for the other guy who was the snake before, the werewolves are probably going to kill one of the people who voted for the journalist. Because, to be fair, from their logic, the wheel snake is likely going to vote for the journalist. Has a good chance of voting for the journalist. So, if they want to find the snake, their best odds are likely to vote the more than one of the people who vote for the journalist. So, taking our vote out of it may spare us from being suspicious as the snake. I just, you know, obviously I want to try to protect the people, but it's just, it looks like no matter what, somebody's going to die. Because, basically, if I reveal my guardian, the werewolves are probably going to skip me the first night at least. Because it's pretty simple to understand that, assuming the spider understands what they're doing, they're going to protect me. So they need to at least kill one other villager before they attempt to kill me. Because obviously no one's died yet, so the spider's alive. So there's no point in attacking a snake until at least one villager's dead and you think they might have been the spider. So I don't think we're gonna find success. We might get a key. I mean, the keys we need to alter timelines, but I don't think we're gonna find success in that route, or either of these routes, really, to be fair. But shitty. It's a shitty situation. I don't want to vote for the old lady, obviously. I think it is very likely she is definitely human, obviously, because the werewolf's trying to kill her, so it's probably safe to assume, unless the werewolves really want to kill each other, which, you know, wouldn't that be a weird situation? But anyway, we got about 2 hours in, so I think we'll go with that for today.